Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Yes, it is. We are live here, Wednesday, December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. Welcome to the American Power Hour. I'm your host, Nick Metcalf, and I'm here with my co-host, Mackenzie. There she is. There she is. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a... Damn, dude. It's a little tight. This jersey's a little tight, I think. I feel like I haven't worn this jersey in quite a long time. It's been quite a while. Today, I have the Triple Treat box here from Pizza Hut. The Triple Treat box, they advertise it as, what's up, Zeke Weave? 7 in a row for the Sabres. He said, damn right. Damn straight. Big win last night over Ottawa. You'll love to see that, especially in overtime. Shows the resilience. In Ottawa, too, an away game. Like I was saying, this is the Triple Treat box. You get 3 boxes from Pizza Hut. They advertise this as being like $22 or something. But if you like want toppings on your pizza, God forbid you want toppings, it's like a $3 upcharge. And then they give you a dessert with it. And the dessert that comes in the, $22 package or whatever, it's like the cinnamon sticks or whatever. It's like their lowest it's their lowest bought item for desserts. And I wanted the cookie, so that's a $3 upcharge. They have like a $3 upcharge for a pan pizza instead of the regular pizza, because it comes with 2 pizzas, right? You get 2 pizzas, you get breadsticks, and then you get a dessert. And I didn't want regular breadsticks, so I got the garlic breadsticks. God forbid I want a little flavor on the bread. And that was a $3 upcharge too. So now all of a sudden you're looking at this Triple Treat box here from Pizza Hut. And instead of it, it's advertised as like $22 or whatever, $23. I paid, it would have been $40 for this Triple Treat box. But luckily I had an $8 off coupon on DoorDash, which I used, and then I paid an extra $3 for the expedited, the quick delivery. Guy drives right past my neighborhood. The guy drives right past my neighborhood, and I'm watching him. You could track the drivers on DoorDash, and the guy doesn't turn around. There's like 8 different neighborhoods that once you realize you made a wrong turn, you can just pull into a neighborhood, and then pull back out onto the main road. And the guy just kept driving straight, dude. Guy just kept driving straight. Went like a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road unnecessarily. And instead of popping a U-turn, he like takes a left down another road and then like makes another left. And then, it's like, dude, if I'm paying extra money for the delivery to be fast, priority delivery, how are you not listening to your GPS? It's not like you don't know where you're going. You know exactly where you're going. And you literally have a robot telling you, turn right, in 1 mile, turn right. And then you miss the turn, and the GPS goes, what are you doing? Rerouting, whatever it may be. What's up, Christy? How we doing today? Happy Christmas Eve. Zeke Weave said Ottawa was on 4 in a row. Yeah, not anymore. Not after them Sabres, So yeah, this delivery driver, insane. I want to pay for the $3 expedited, fast delivery, but it actually has to be fast. I can't have the delivery driver driving miles past my house. And then it's here, 20 minutes after it was supposed to be here. I should have just not paid the extra $3 for the quick delivery. It's a scam. We talked about this last time. Christy said we're watching Polar Express and drinking hot chocolate. That sounds awesome. It's a very vibey, very Christmas Eve vibey thing to do. Tell the family I said, not Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas Eve. I have some notes back there. We'll be talking about the vibes of Christmas, my top 5 Christmas movies, and let's get into this food because I'm actually hungry. What do we have here? This first one here. This first item here is a not pineapple. I'm sorry. Caramelized onion and bacon pan pizza from Pizza Hut. Of course, I paid the extra $3 or whatever to make it a pan pizza. So we'll get into that. This other box here is the dessert that comes. Dessert and breadsticks is what comes with this. I had paid an extra $3 because I wanted a chocolate chip cookie. It normally comes with like cinnamon sticks. And then I also paid another $3 for the garlic that's on the cheese sticks. So I figured, hey, you might as well have a little bit of flavor on the cheese sticks. That'd be cool. So I paid the upcharge for that, of course. Like them Nike said, Zeke Weave. Hey, yeah, a little Christmas. Those are. Does anybody know what those are? If anybody knows what those are, I'll give you a piece of pizza. And then this is the third box here. And I'm pretty sure that this triple treat box, I did remember to hang the stockings. I can't believe I forgot that last time. That's my bad. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be in like a really cool package, dude. I'm pretty sure that like these boxes are supposed to be in a one big box with like little drawers that you can pull out and then enjoy the pizza like that. So are they just not doing that? Are they just like advertising it but not actually doing it? Because I haven't seen anybody get that. And then this is the third box here. This is a tavern style green pepper and cuppy pepperoni. It looks pretty good. We'll start with this. I'm not expecting there to be, a million viewers here today. Let's check. How can we check this? We can check this, dude. Twitch. Okay, cool. Nice. 13 viewers. Hey, that's a lot more than there was when we first started here. Because when I first started streaming, it was 0. Let's get into the pizza. Let's dive into this pizza. Look at this giant slice, dude. That's a giant slice of pizza. This is the crispy, thin tavern style pizza. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, so this pizza here has the sweet marinara on it. The pan pizza I got has a regular marinara. And it looks like there's a bunch of seasonings on this. Funny story. It's actually not that funny. I accidentally got this pizza. I didn't mean to get the tavern style crust. I don't know why this is not showing. Maybe I just have to click the reload button on the dashboard. Okay, cool. Here we go. So it looks like there's a bunch of seasoning. You guys could see that. I mean, it looks like they just poured the entire jar on there. I'm not mad about it. Let's try it. I It's herby. My gosh, is that herby. Holy shit. A lot of Farmer John. A lot of Farmer John on there as well. They dumped the whole thing on there, said Christy. Christy, how you feeling? You feeling any better? I'm still like the same as I was a couple days ago. Not too bad. It'd be better if it was hot and the delivery driver wasn't just driving around aimlessly. I gotta take this off, guys. It's hot. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll put it on, should I hang it up back here? Just hang it here? Not working, guys. Not working. All right. How's that? A little bit of Christmas colors. A little bit of Christmas colors over there. Oh. What is up, Wicked Pegasus? How you doing today? Christy said her cough is almost gone. That's good. Ooh, that feels so much better. I need to be loose when I'm doing these streams. I need to be not all gotched up. You know, you don't want to be gotched up. When you're trying to wheel and deal, the last thing you need is to not be able to move your arms freely. Got to be loose. All right. So, I don't know if you guys saw, but we are, what is up, Hunter? Hunter Danzer in the chat. Thought you would be cooking something. Oh, I'm always cooking. I'm always cooking something up. Why did you think I was going to be cooking something? Was that because of I did like a thing on the stream. I put like food and something as like the category. First time I did like a category today. Mackenzie wants a piece. Mackenzie wants a piece. Let's get the Kenzie cam going here. Uh-oh. There she is. You can see her there. You want a piece, Mackenzie? Can you go sit down? Can you sit down on Mackenzie's blanket? Or you just want a piece? You're like, nah, give me a piece, bro. All right. Here you go. Kenzie cam. Can you go sit? Can you go sit on Mackenzie's blanket? There you go. Sit. Oh, brutal. You got to catch those. It was third down, Mackenzie. You gotta make that catch. This right here. Oh, let me switch back from the Kenzie cam. All right, this is the pan pizza. Like I said, I paid an upcharge here for the pan style as well as the extra topping. So, I got caramelized onion and bacon on this. Hey, I like this one better. I like the pan pizza better than I like the tavern style. I definitely enjoy a thicker pizza more than I enjoy a thinner pizza. Just, I think it was the way I was raised in Buffalo. Buffalo style pizza, if you didn't know, it's like a cross between New York style and Detroit style as far as the thickness of the dough goes. And this is a bit more my speed. This is a bit more my heft right here. hit it from the back. The caramelized onions are adding a nice little sweetness to this. And then you're getting the bacon, a little bit of saltiness. Man, this would have been so much better if the delivery driver didn't mess around, didn't like drive past my neighborhood 8 times. Because then I probably would have gotten a nice crunchy back end, which is what everybody wants. What's up, Hunter Danzer? Hunter Danzer in the chat. When you headed to the northern areas of Michigan, lots of great places up here, and shitty too, of course. That's a great question. I don't know. Most likely in summer. I don't know if it'll be this summer. I've done Detroit a few times. I definitely enjoy going to Detroit. All right, let's get one more bite of this, and then we'll move into the dessert and the cheesy bread as well. You want another bite? You want another bite, bud? That's a big piece. You gonna be able to eat all this? Hey. There you go, kiddo. I gotta move this over just a little bit here. Zeke Weave said, Nike LeBron cutting jade. Yep. There you go. Zeke Weave won the piece of pizza. Slide through. I'll give you one, dude. I'll put it in my mailbox. Yeah, those are the LeBron James cutting jades. I bought those when I was young and wanted to spend money on shoes because I thought it was cool. I don't ever wear them, really, though. I need a napkin, guys. Hold on. I need a napkin. I'll bring you with me. Well, the microphone, I guess. If you can hear me right now, type pizza in the chat. Christy said pizza. Let's go. Zeke Weave said pizza. The mic's working, folks. Got the mic working going today. That's good. Always good to see. Let's move into the dessert. A little bit of dessert action now. Got a little Diet Mountain Dew going. What's everybody doing tonight for Christmas Eve? What are your Christmas Eve traditions? Do you have any traditions on Christmas Eve? This might be a new Christmas Eve tradition. You know, ordering pizza. Making cookies for Santa, said Christy. That's always a good thing. Santa loves cookies. Santa always goes in. He leaves like little crumbs around too. He always leaves a mess. A messy eater, that Santa. Always leaves evidence that he was going in. What is up, Gaffino? First time chatter. How you doing? Thanks for being here today. Merry Christmas Eve. Christy said, gotta be messy when you're in a hurry. Hey, that's 100% true. No one's worrying about the mess. It'd be kind of weird if it was spotless when he left, you know? He carries around like a roll of paper towels and some Windex or something. This right here, is the chocolate chip cookie. OCD Santa, said Christy. If only Buffalo was closer to North Carolina, said Zeke. Yeah, yeah. And then also, this is the cheesy bread. It's the garlic cheesy bread. I had to pay an extra few bucks for the garlic. Pizza Hut says, you want flavor? You're going to have to pay more for it. Hey, go sit down, bud. Go sit down, please. Thank you. No, no. Thank you. Got to get her in the... Thank you, bud. You're a good girl. I'll give you a piece now, since you listened. A little reward. Little reward for my girl. My partner in crime. There you go. All right, let's try out these cheese sticks. I like how they just jammed it in here. Not only are you supposed... This is the triple treat box. You're supposed... Oh, I gotta switch back. My bad. All right. This is the triple treat box. It's supposed to... 3 boxes of pizza and cookies and bread and whatnot, and it's supposed to come in this awesome little box. It's actually a big box because it's like $35 worth of stuff. It's supposed to come in this really cool box. It didn't. And not only that, but they jam the cheesy bread in here with the cookie. Disappointing. It's lazy. It's disappointing. Easily avoidable. But this is what you get with fast food now. It's one of the main reasons why I used to get upset, and then I realized it's just incompetence and laziness. And eventually all that will be gone. All that will be gone once the AI robots takes everyone's jobs. The guy driving past my neighborhood, the delivery driver driving past my neighborhood, taking 8 wrong turns, that won't happen anymore. Because I'll have a robot that delivers the food directly from the restaurant, and it'll go into its warm little heating warmer in its belly area, and then it'll deliver the food right to my door. And it'll be warm, and it'll drop the food there, it'll ring my doorbell and say, "Here's your delivery, sir. Mr. Metcalf, I hope you enjoy your Christmas." I can't wait for that day. Go sit down, buddy. We got to get Mackenzie and her... Go sit down, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. I just don't like having her too close to me while I'm eating. I think it sets a bad precedent, especially when you have company over. You don't want... Nobody wants a dog at their feet when they're trying to eat. So we have Kenzie on her blanket. Christy said a little garlic cookie cross-contamination. Yeah, now there's cheese and garlic in the cookie. That's crazy. This right here is what we're working with. Nice and garlicky looking. A little back end there. Looking cheesy. Here we go. Hey now. This is better. This is better than both pizzas I've already had. And why is this better? Well, I think it's because it has seasoning. It has the garlic, Farmer John, herby seasoning going on here. If they put this on their pan pizza, which they used to do, they used to put it on their crust on the pan pizza, and it was great. And then they stopped doing it. And I remember I was so upset when, this was 2 years ago, I was reviewing a pan pizza from Pizza Hut, and it used to be my go-to because I loved the garlicky, herby, Parmesan-y crust that they would do on there. And it wasn't on there. And I was like, why is it not on the crust? Pizza Hut reached out to me, and they go, "Oh, we're so sorry. that it wasn't on the crust. Here's like a coupon for you to get another pan pizza. We'll make sure it's done right this time. I said, great. So I go back for another review, another video, and the same exact thing happens. And I told people in the review, I'm like, they must have stopped doing the flavor on the crust because like that's what they were known for. Pizza Hut used to have options. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Pizza Hut like 2010, elite, elite. You can get like 5 or 6 different crust options. They used to have a pretzel crust option where they would put some like egg glaze on the outside and then some sea salt, a little sprinkle of Salt Bay on the outside. It was delightful. Pretzel crust. They used to have like a spicy Asian crust or something. It was like a gochujang type of crust. You know, a little Asian flair to your pizza. And it was great. They used to have the Hut favorite. That's what this was called. This right here, the Farmer John, the herbs, and the garlic. It was called the Hut favorite, and they used to put it on the pizza on the crust. They got rid of all the flavors, and now you just get plain bread for your crust. How is that an upgrade? How does the board of Pizza Hut look at that and say, yeah, let's take all the flavor away from the people. Let's remove all the options for flavors and give them plain shit. I'm sure that'll go over real well. In case you're wondering, like the downfall of Pizza Hut, that's one of the main reasons. They focused more on their profit margins as opposed to delivering an actual quality, flavorful pizza. Listen, if I'm paying an extra $3 for some garlic Parmesan on the cheesy bread, throw in a marinara. Throw in a marinara. How much does it cost? It can't cost that much for a side of marinara. These are good. But if I had some marinara, they would be great. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. What's up, Gaming? What's up, Gaming? Must be a gamer. Zeke Weave said, I do miss the Pizza Hut in my town. They closed. There used to be a Pizza Hut. I think something happened. Like I said, something happened. Like all the Pizza Huts closed, especially around like the COVID time. They really just like shut most of them down. And then they tried to like reopen some. And it wasn't the same. It was like, who bought you, Pizza Hut? Because you're making me think that you got bought out by some like conglomerate. It was like did Black Rock buy Pizza Hut? Is that what happened? Because something happened. Like what? Dave's Hot Chicken sold out to like Black Rock, or one of those major conglomerates. You know, where they buy a successful franchise and then shrink. They shrink the size of everything and like use less quality ingredients just to like jack up the profit margins for like 5 to 10 years. And then after the 5 to 10 years, after they milked every udder from what used to be like a good franchise, then they just close it down and it's just done. And they move on to the next one. Gaiman said it's owned by Russians. Pizza Hut? Is Pizza Hut owned by Russians? That would be quite the piece of intel that we got there. What's going on, everybody? We have 13 viewers here. I just want to say thank you for being here. It's Christmas Eve right now, and I hope everyone has a great Christmas. we're going to get into this cookie. I really want to try this cookie right now. And I will be sharing with you guys my top 5 favorite Christmas movies and a few fun facts. A few fun facts about Christmas that I didn't know before today. I'll share them with you guys. You might find them interesting. You might not give a shit at all. Could go either way. Hunter Danzer said, I think Pizza Hut is nasty in my opinion. Everything tastes cheap. Hot and Ready's from Little Caesars is the GOAT. I will say my favorite chain pizza is the deep dish, the pan pizza from Domino's. That's my favorite. Yeah, Domino's. Domino's is my GOAT. Sometimes I get it and it's ass. It's buns sometimes. But that's chain food for you. That's the game you play. All right. I do apologize if I sound a little nasally. Christy said I didn't understand your Domino's love until we moved up here. This Domino's location is so good. When you find a good location, ooh. When you find a good Domino's location, it's up down here for whatever reason in the South. Like all the chains have like shitty reviews. It's weird. Christy said their thin crust barbecue is phenomenal. Yeah, I like that one too. That's a good one too. If I want a little bit less carbs, I'm trying to like watch my weight, I will always grab that thin crust. But if I just want to be a sick freak and just stuff my fat little face, I'm getting that pan pizza and I'm eating every bite. I don't care if it, well, Mackenzie gets a little bite here and there. And if Megan wants a piece, she gets a piece. 2 pieces? That's pushing it. That's pushing it a little bit. You should have told me you wanted something. You can have a piece, but 2 pieces? Cutting into the calories now. Now I'm gonna start thinking, okay, what am I gonna? If I give Megan 2 pieces, I'm gonna have to have a bowl of cereal after this. You know. Gaiman said trees. He eats trees. There you go. A lot of bark. A lot of bark, a lot of nutrients in trees, I would assume. Zeke Weave said, what do you think your favorite pizza is from Western New York? Said Zeke Weave. I gotta say Imperial Pizza, probably. Probably Imperial. That nice sweet sauce that they do. I love a sweet sauce on a pizza. The crispy cuppy pepperonis. They like, when you bite into a piece of pizza that has crispy cuppy pepperonis, it's like they tickle the roof of your mouth. You take that bite of pizza and the tippy tops of the cup, they're crispy, they tickle the roof of your mouth. And then you get a little bit of zest, if you will, on the back end. Along with the sweet sauce, man. Imperial Pizza. I think in that review I said, when I die, bury me in Imperial Pizza. Oh, man. That'd be crazy. What's my favorite tree flavor? I don't know, to be honest. A good old Douglas fir. Who doesn't love a Douglas fir, man? Some sap. Get some of that sap going. Can be a little dry sometimes, though, I will say that. Let's try out this cookie. And then we're going to get into some Christmas stuff. Because it is basically Christmas. Well, like, we're basically there. Like, in 12 hours from now, it's going to be Christmas. In 12 hours from now, kids are going to be waking up, sitting on the couch, just staring at the presents. Being like, damn, I missed him again. Every year. I wait up for Santa. I stay awake in my bed. And I listen. You buy one of those little, like, earphone magnifiers. They're marketed as, like, eavesdrop on other people's conversations. and it's in like a magazine, and it's like $5, and then you cut out the coupon and you mail it. And then like 3 weeks later, you get this little like hearing device that you put a little earbud in, and then it's supposed to like magnify the sounds. And you sit up in bed on Christmas Eve with like your blanket over your head, and you got your little like magnifying ear thing, and you're trying to listen, and you're like, I don't hear anyone coming down the chimney, and you're expecting to hear like shit on the roof. And then you hear the little scrapes. Dasher, Prancer, that Putz, Rudolph. What's up with that nose, dude? What's going on with that nose, Rudolph? Get that figured out. Hey, gotta get Mackenzie back. The snap usually does it. Going? Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's good enough. We'll take that. At least I don't have to shock my dog like some streamers. The Kenzie Cam. It's Christmas for me, said Gaiman. It's 1 a.m. Where are you? Are you in like the Cayman Islands? Is that why your username is that? Cayman. Probably Cayman Islands, if I had to guess. Shout out to you, man. Is that where Santa is right now? I think there's a tracker. There's like a live tracker on Santa. I think it's on Google. A very truthful news website. Google offers the Santa tracker, where you can see live updates where Santa is currently. Pretty cool. This right here is the Point What is Nemo? With a smiley face? I don't know what that is. Where's that? This is the chocolate chip cookie from Pizza Hut. It looks slightly overcooked. Is this like gonna be hard? Is this gonna be like one of those ASMR? I hate when those ASMR people like. It's like, dude, just eat it. I don't need to hear your fingernails clicking against the food. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's like dry and crispy. Got to get the mixing bowl of milk and ice. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Once I started seeing stuff like that, I was like, I got to get out of the food game. Food game is... Half those people don't even like food. I'm telling you right now. I can tell when these people do their videos. They do it for the moolah. And hey, you can't blame them, right? All right, guys, we're going to start talking here about Christmas. And the importance of... No, I'm kidding. I'm going to... All right, let's see what we got here. Move into the top 5. The top 5 Christmas movies of all time. What are your top 3? If you're watching this right now, top 3 Christmas movies in the chat right now. After I see a couple examples, I'll start with my number 5, and then we'll move into number 1 here. Let's see. Home Alone, The Santa Claus, Polar Express, said Christy. MPPJ said Elf, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation. Those are solid. Those are solid ones. All right, so my number 5, Jingle All the Way, is the best, said Zeke Weave. That's one with Schwarzenegger, isn't it? Excuse me. That's one with Arnold in it, I believe. Polar Express and Elf. There you go. But yeah, those are... All right, so my number 5. Number 5 for me. Christmas Vacation said Zilla41, first time chatter. Hey, shout out to Zilla41 for being here today. The one Menon made. Yeah, so my number five movie for Christmas movies, Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Iconic. Jim Carrey in that movie is, I mean, Jim Carrey is a great actor as far as like comedic roles go, I think. And in that movie, some of the faces that he does, some of the way he says his lines are just, I don't think anyone else could have done it as good as Jim did it. And it was one of the reasons why. So my fiance Megan, her father is actually a writer, and he was in the running for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He was in the running, and it turns out at the very end of they were in between these two different storylines. It was Megan's father and the person who ended up getting it. And the reason why they went with the other person and not Megan's father was because the other person had Jim Carrey already. So the other person is like, hey, this is my script, and we have Jim Carrey. And so, Megan's dad kind of got the short end of the stick there, and who knows if Megan's dad already had Jim Carrey, could have been a different situation. But I mean, when you have Jim, especially at that point in time, he was like on top of the world. You have Jim Carrey, one of the most charismatic people in Hollywood, to play the Grinch. No brainer for me. MPBJ said, I had no idea the girl who played Cindy Lou Who in that movie is a musician. She helped induct Soundgarden into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Shout out to Cindy Lou Who and Soundgarden, too. Good band. Soundgarden. Was that Chris Cornell? Is that who that is? Chris Cornell, R.I.P. So yeah, that's number 5 for me. Yep, said MPBJ. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So yeah, number 5 for me, Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 4 for me. This is gonna make Zeke Weave a little sad. Number 4 for me. It was a tie. I'll be honest, it was a tie. I have A Christmas Story tied with Scrooged. And I only did the tie because A Christmas Story is a little dated. It's a little old. And it's about, it's about a family. It was done in the 1980s, so it's already old. But the story is about a family from like the 1940s or something. I do believe that's, yes, 1940s. It was made in 1983 about a family in the 1940s, so it's a little dated, it's a little old, but it's still a classic. You have the quotes in there. You'll shoot your eye out, kid, because the kid wanted a BB gun for Christmas. His parents are like, no, he gets his tongue stuck to the pole. Classic. That is classic stuff. The soap in the mouth. Beautiful. And then the leg lamp. Classic movie. Scrooged with Bill Murray is another classic Christmas movie. Christmas tale. It's a recreation of the Scrooge, the Christmas Scrooge. Very similar to like a Grinch, the Christmas Grinch, the Christmas Scrooge. Bill Murray plays this guy who is a movie producer, I believe, and they're producing a movie called, I think it's like a Christmas, it's some sort of Christmas movie. They're In the movie, Bill Murray plays a movie producer, and they're producing a Christmas movie in the movie, and Bill Murray's like a piece of garbage in this movie. He's like a very, everybody on set, and it's like the Christmas time of year, and very, just not a very warm, nice person as he's doing this Christmas movie, which is supposed to be, a nice thing. So, the ghosts of Christmas past come to visit Bill Murray, and they kind of show him like, hey, you don't have to be a douche. You don't have to be a Scrooge or a Grinch, if you will. So I have that tied at number 4 with A Christmas Story. Moving on to number 3 here, I have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that one is probably going to be on everyone's list. Cyber Quad. What's up, Cyber Quad? Hi, Nick. My fave is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's a classic. Didn't they have a Yeti in that one? I believe Sasquatch was depicted in Rudolph as a Yeti, which I thought was pretty cool. Crusty is the word. That's a good word. But yeah, A Christmas Vacation is a classic. Absolute classic. There's so many quotes and scenarios that came out of that movie. I don't know if Megan has ever seen that one, so we might have to watch that one together. Number 2. Oh, what's the name of the guy that's in the National Lampoon movies? Chevy Chase. There it is. I heard he's actually like not the best to work with. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? Yeah, exactly, Zeke Weave. Classic. Absolute. It should be in everyone's top 10, I think. Unless you like really don't like comedy. Moving on to number 2 here, I have Elf. I mean, I grew up with Elf, basically. When did it come out? What year did Elf come out? I might have been like 15 or something. Maybe 14. Will Ferrell at the time, too. Another like Jim Carrey situation where you got to get a guy to play the Grinch. At that time, Jim Carrey, the man. You need a guy to play a goofy elf. At that moment in time, Will Ferrell. You couldn't have picked a better person to play that role, I think. 2003, says Zeke Weave. Yeah, so I was only like 9 when it came out. Or something like that. So yeah, I kind of grew up with Elf. That was, when that came out, that was something where my parents could watch it, I could watch it. Everyone has a good time. Son of a nutcracker. Yep, that's a classic one. There's so many classic lines from that movie. I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite, You sit on a throne of lies. That's a... You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. When Will Ferrell was, hanging out with the mall Santa because he thinks it's the real Santa. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa. That's hilarious. That's a hilarious line. So yeah, Elf, definitely up there for me. That's my number 2. And then my number 1, top Christmas movie of all time for me personally is Home Alone. Home Alone for me. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Did you know that Home Alone is the highest grossing holiday movie of all time? Home Alone, number 1. Number 1 highest grossing movie. Macaulay Culkin, child star. They made a second one. It was so good they made a second one. The second one did good as well, so they tried to make a third one. They didn't bring back Macaulay Culkin for the third one. I don't know. Did you guys watch the third one? Did you guys watch the third Home Alone? I'm pretty sure they made a fourth one too. It's like, all right, guys, come on. You're dragging this out a bit. The third one was okay. The third one was okay. The fourth one, I was like, this is garbage. Zeke Weave said, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie? No. No, I don't. No. Die Hard is, I would consider that action. That's more of like an action movie, I'd say. What's up, Sherp Flurp? Have you heard of the new show? No, no. What is that? What is that show? Sherp. Is that your first name, Sherp? Let's see here. All right, so we are 55 minutes in. Cyber Quads at Home Alone. When my grandson saw it for the first time, he was 5 years old. The furnace in the basement triggered him. LOL. Wouldn't go in the basement for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Do most homes even still have furnaces like that? Because I grew up in a house that was similar to that as well, and I didn't want to go in the basement because we had a similar type of thing going on, and it would make those noises, and I was afraid of it only because of Home Alone. Like there's no like logical other reason for to be afraid of a furnace. But yeah, Home Alone combined everything. It combined the Christmas spirit, and then it combined like the fear that you have as a kid of being home alone, not with your family on Christmas during the holidays. Like that would suck. You're a child and you're home alone on the holiday. Your family forgot about you. That would suck. And then on top of it, you throw in the looters. What are they? The slippery bandits. The slippery bandits. Classic. And it was like a home invasion. It was a home invasion movie with a child. It was like scary and fun, and it was my number one. My number one movie for Christmas is Home Alone. I also like the Chicago thing. It's like based in Chicago, right? And they have the house, and it's in the neighborhood with like he goes like the little corner store, like the nice community. Something about, especially the original Home Alone. The second one wasn't too bad in New York. Of course, yeah, New York City. Trump was in that one. Yeah, Trump heard that there was a child star acting in this movie, and he's like, sign me up, baby. I'm going to be in that one. Macaulay Culkin, sign me up. So yeah, those are my top five. Those are my top five movies for Christmas. Oh, Fragile. That's another great one. Fragile. That's from Christmas Story. It says fragile. Guy gets a box, a present, a gift in the mail, and it says it has that sticker. It says fragile on it. And he's the dad in the movie. I'm pretty sure he grabs the box and he goes, Fragile. It must be French or something like that. It must be Italian. Classic, dude. Cyberquad said, I see you're having Pizza Hut. How was it? Not a fan. Yeah, it was, it is what it is. If you guys ever want to watch the lives back, I put these lives on a YouTube channel. It's a secret YouTube channel called American Power Hour. American Power Hour. American food, American news, American guy. So yeah, let's go through a couple quick facts here about Christmas, which I didn't know, dude. Um, can anyone guess what state first recognized Christmas? And it's probably not going to be one that you think of. Cyberquad said, "Yeah, I already subscribed to your YouTube channel. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you guys. The YouTube channel is doing good, actually. Let's check it out real quick. The YouTube channel has 46 subscribers. That is awesome. 46 subscribers. The first video was Grift Maxing Exposed, Candace Owens and Clavicular. That has over 200 views, which is wild. And then the Epstein government ties video that was from Monday has 56 views. Very, very happy about that. Very exciting. Okay. I got to make like clips and stuff. I got to like, Zeke Weave said, I'm guessing a southern state for some reason. Yes, it is. A southern state was one of the first to recognize Christmas. I'll just tell you guys, it was Alabama. Alabama, the first state in America to recognize Christmas. It was like a holiday. Because before that, no one had it as a holiday. It was just like a day. Roll Tide, said Christy. Yeah. Yeah. So, also fruitcakes. What's the verdict on fruitcakes? Do you guys like fruitcakes? I'll never forget the one time that Mountain Dew sent me a fruitcake because they came out with a fruitcake flavored Mountain Dew. You guys remember the fruitcake flavored Mountain Dew? I'm sure if you like Google my name, Nick Metcalf, fruitcake Mountain Dew, my review will probably pop up. I think that was my first time having a fruitcake. Christy said, I've 100% heard you go on a fruitcake rant before. Yeah, so I found out today that fruitcakes last forever. Forever. There was once a fruitcake that lasted 114 years. What are they putting in there? Cyberquad said no to fruitcake, yes to Panettone or Pandoro. What's that? Panettone? Is that like Pantone? Am I pronouncing it wrong? Pandoro. Is that how you say it? Zeke Weave said, what is your favorite holiday candy? The Christmas tree Reese's. There's something about the Christmas tree Reese's where, the shapes really get me. I love the different shapes. Because they're often girthier than a normal peanut butter cup. They have a bit more girth to it, a bit more thickness to it. A little bit more peanut butter to chocolate ratio. I think it's about the ratio at the end of the day. So yeah, those Christmas tree, and it has to be the special Christmas tree Reese's because you can buy the bag. You can't get the bag. If you get the bag of the Christmas tree Reese's, it's different from the individual king size Christmas tree Reese's. Two completely different products, marketed under the same name. They should call the other ones minis, in my opinion. Christmas Italian cake, said Cyberquad. Oh, I actually got something. I got a couple desserts. This year that I haven't tried yet. One is a Reese's peanut butter cream pie, which sounded pretty good. And then the second was, I don't even know how to say it. I'm going to get it for you guys. I'm going to grab it real quick because it's such a strange, unique thing. I've never heard of it before. So let me grab it. Moravian sugar cake. Moravian sugar cake, I think is how you say it. Has anyone ever seen this before? Apparently, it's like a specialty in North Carolina and Pennsylvania. It's from Moravian people, an ancient European kingdom, founded the community of Salem, bringing their treasured baking traditions with them. Kind of looks like a flat monkey bread. Yeah, I think it's kind of what it is. I think it's like a cinnamon sugar cake. I haven't tried it yet. I'm excited to try it. I don't need to put it back right now. Panettone is a fluffy Italian Christmas cake with dried fruit inside. Ooh, almost sounds like a fruit cake, a little bit. Sponge candy, said Zeke. Sponge candy is a great one. Is that one that you favorite holiday candy? I mean, sponge candy is something I eat all the time, if I can. Tough to find. You know, it's a Buffalo thing. I didn't know sponge candy was a. I was about to say SpongeBob. I didn't know sponge candy was a Buffalo thing until I left Buffalo. I tried to get sponge candy when I moved to LA, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It's a sponge candy." They called it something else. They called it like honeycomb. I think honeycomb is what they call it in other places. Traditional fruitcake is very dense and has rum in it. Oh, okay, so that's the difference. Yeah, the panettone, fluffy, where a traditional fruitcake is dense. Zeke Weave says, my grandma used to make me it when I was younger around Christmas. Oh, that makes sense then. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people do, I couldn't really I didn't do much baking. I'm not a big baker. I will say that. I like to cook. But as far as baking goes, it just, you got to have certain things. It's more precise. Baking is more precise. Whereas cooking, you can kind of freeball it and still end up with something really great. But if you use a little bit extra flour, if you use a little bit more sugar than you're supposed to, you're going to mess something up. It's called sponge toffee. Oh, okay. Sponge toffee. Yeah. I've heard sponge toffee, honeycomb, sponge candy. One other interesting fun fact about Christmas is the mistletoe. Mistletoe in German means dung on a twig. Poop on a twig. What's up, boxing CMC boy? Boxing CMC boy. Shout out to you. Peanut brittle and sponge candy. Yeah, peanut brittle's classic. Peanut brittle is good, but it is tough on the teeth. Peanut brittle. Sometimes you almost get like that Butterfinger vibes from peanut brittle, where you're like picking it out of your teeth like an hour later. Some people love that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out. We're gonna do the next time we do the stream. I don't know if it'll be Friday. I'll post on my story here on Twitch. That's what I did last Friday. I'm definitely gonna stream twice a week. Sometimes I'll do 3 times a week. Sometimes I'll do that extra one. But I am still trying to get used to all this, and there's a lot of stuff I'm doing when I'm not streaming to try to get better at this. Like I said, creating that American Power Hour YouTube channel. I also created an American Power Hour Facebook page and TikTok, because I want to put the clips that we make from this show, I'll put those on the TikTok and on the Facebook. And then the full length streams will be on the YouTube channel. Let's see here. What's up, Jeremy? Jeremy Langdon. Jeremy Langdon, just found your Twitch stream and the channel. Hey, shout out to you. Likely we'll have to catch the recordings most of the time. Cool. Thank you, Jeremy Langdon. That was like 45 minutes ago. Very cool. Oh yeah, I posted on like my Facebook and I posted on like every platform. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna go live on first TikTok follower. Hey, shout out to Christy, first TikTok follower for the American Power Hour TikTok account. I've read that that's the best way to grow these types of things. These streams, you get the clips to go viral, right? We had a couple good clips the other day. Like the Bill Clinton one. The Bill Clinton one was funny. There's like other parts from, because like I think when you clip things here on Twitch, it only clips like a specific section. But when I make the clips for the social platforms, I'll like include those parts, and sometimes I'll have like something I said 5 minutes before that like ties in directly to that clip. Excuse me. So I'll have to go through and edit those up. What's up, Boxing CMC boy? Huge fan, bro. I'm from Memphis. Just curious on what you thought about the food here. In Memphis. Memphis. Gibson's Donuts was good. I enjoyed Gibson's Donuts. I tried Gus's fried chicken, which I thought was just, I think a solid fried chicken spot. What's up? Fall Halves. Fall Halves said David. Shout out to you, Fall Halves, first time chatter. Thanks for being here. The food in Memphis, man. What else did I have? I had a pizza I didn't like. Fox Ridge Pizza, I believe it was called. Didn't like it. They put the toppings on and then put the cheese on after. Thought it was a little different. We'll just say that. I did do other things in Memphis. I did Bain Barbecue because I saw, and this is, I'll give you guys a little inside baseball. I saw a food reviewer do a video saying that Bain Barbecue has the best smash burger in all of Memphis. And it didn't say #ad or #advertisement on there. So I figured, hey, maybe they're being truthful. Maybe they're being serious. Maybe this food reviewer has morals and ethics. But I went to Bain Barbecue and I tried the smash burger. And the first thing I thought was, there's no way this is the best smash burger in Memphis. If you're saying it's the best smash burger in Memphis, something must be going on. Must have gotten it for free or paid or something. Because all the comments were like, dude, what are you doing getting a cheeseburger at a barbecue joint? I'm like, guys, I watched this video of a local food reviewer in Memphis saying it was the best smash burger in Memphis. I can't trust these influencers, dude. Whew. Yeah, food reviewer. I put it in quotes like that because it's actually food promoter. It's a completely different category of human beings. There's food promoters, and then there's food reviewers. And unfortunately, food promoters often have food reviewer in their bio, leading people to think that they're giving genuine reviews on the food. In reality, they're a promoter, like a club promoter. What's up, Dave? Merry Christmas Eve. We're here hanging out Christmas Eve. We'll be live here for another 45 minutes or so, probably, maybe a half hour. We'll have to see. It's Christmas Eve. My lady will be home from work in maybe about, maybe about half hour, if that. If she gets home early, we'll sign off early, but yeah, got the cutting jades back there. Cutting jade, LeBron 10 cutting jades. Can anyone guess how much I paid for those shoes when I bought them? They were brand new. LeBron 10s. They came out maybe like 15 years ago. Maybe 14 years ago. Maybe 12 years ago. Something like that. Facts, said boxing CMC boy. Yeah, it's tough, man. Trust in influencers is so low that people will start to wonder what's even real anymore. And then the AI influencers will come along and take most of those people's jobs. So that's why I'm trying to just be real. So hopefully AI doesn't take my job. Got to see you hit some reps on that bench press. I just hit some today. Just did pecs, chest, shoulders, triceps today. Got 75-pound dumbbells. I was doing flat bench with that, 4 sets of 10, and then 4 sets of however many I can get on the incline. Right now, Dal is using the bench back there. He's got his little Santa hat on, playing dress up. Took my shoes out of the closet. What's up, Dave? Dave is in the chat today. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday, Christmas Eve. Everyone get their shopping done? I just finished my shopping yesterday. Did you know that 51% of Americans wait until Christmas Eve to buy their gifts? It's a fun little fact. I didn't. Not me. I bought a couple things yesterday, but anybody else doing last minute shopping? There was a bunch of like Amazon truck drivers, and they don't even have Amazon trucks anymore. They're driving like 1998 Toyota Camrys. Like a 1998 Toyota Camry pulled up the other day. Like muffler, like smoke pillowing out of the vehicle. I'm like, what is this? What is this riffraff doing in this neighborhood? I'm kidding. What piece of shit car is... No, I'm kidding. I love 1998 Camrys, dude. They're great. But yeah, somebody wearing like an Amazon vest got out of the car and like delivered a package. I was like, dude, these people are driving anything nowadays. I thought Amazon delivery drivers had to drive like an Amazon vehicle, but I guess they're taking like the DoorDash, Uber Eats route where like you could be on a bicycle. We don't care. We don't care how you deliver the packages. You could be on a bicycle. You could be riding a horse. As long as you're delivering these packages. It is crazy, though, how all those jobs are going to disappear. That's something I'll probably talk about maybe on, if I don't stream Friday, it'll be on Monday. If I do stream Friday, we'll talk about it on Friday. But yeah, the AI thing is really coming quick. Like really, like every few months, it updates and it updates and it updates. And I don't know where it ends. I don't see it ending. Dave said, finished this morning at 5 a.m. Gift cards from Walgreens. There you go. Walgreens. Hey, they got stuff there. They got stuff at Walgreens. You can get, you can get everything from condoms to a loaf of bread at Walgreens. Need some Advil, cold and sinus? They have that too. They have that too. You can get toilet paper there. You can get protein bars. You can get hangers to hang your clothes on. A little bit of everything at Walgreens. This stream is brought to you by Walgreens. No, I'm kidding. Christy Coulter. Only last minute shopping I do is for stocking stuffers. Yeah, let's talk about stocking stuffers. What is a stocking stuffer? I was talking to Megan about this last night, because she was like, I have some things for you that are stocking stuffers, but there isn't enough room in your stocking. And I was like, well, then it's just a gift then, right? Like, you could wrap it and I can open it and it could be a gift. And she's like, yeah, but they're stocking stuffers. And I was like, I got to be honest with you, I don't know what that means. I'm not entirely sure what a stocking stuffer is. Because if you say a stocking stuffer is just like a small little trinket, I was like, what if I stuffed your stocking with a bunch of small Rolex watches? Not that I have that type of money, but you could fit a lot of Rolex watches into a stocking, and technically it would be stuffed. Are Rolex watches stocking stuffers? I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, Amazon gift cards from Walgreens. Yeah, Amazon has even more stuff than Walgreens. Walgreens is cool too, though. Zeke Weave said, who are my top 5 comedians? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know right now. I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it, and I will get back to you in the morning. Not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Christmas. The first thing I'll think about when I wake up tomorrow morning, it's like, all right, what are my top 5 comedians? That one guy's definitely up there, though. Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is funny. It's tough because I don't watch too much stand-up comedy. So you could say who are your favorite stand-up comedians, and then who are your favorite funny people? Because there's funny people that probably aren't as good as some stand-up comedians at actually standing up there with a mic and doing delivery on jokes and whatnot. Like Theo Vaughn, I think, is a funny guy. I think he's on podcasts. He's quick, able to come up with things quickly, and funny guy. But his stand-up specials, I don't know if I've watched any of Theo's stand-up specials. Maybe I should. Boxing CMC Boy said there was an AI artist nominated for a Grammy. It's going too far. Yeah. We've seen this movie too many times, he said. Yeah. Think about it. If you're like a kid, let's say you're 14 and you've been taking piano lessons for 7 years. And you just, you've been working hard, and then all of a sudden you check Spotify's top 10 and it's half AI artists. You got to look at that and be like, where is this going? Where is this going? Because I use Sumo. Do you guys use Sumo? You can make a song, a full song about anything in about 30 seconds. It takes 30 seconds to come up with a completely original song about anything, and you can make the voice do X, Y, and Z. You can have it pitch here. You can completely customizable. And in 30 seconds, you have a song that sounds like it would be on the radio. Where is it going? I can't foresee any new artists really breaking through unless they're heavily AI influenced, or they're doing hacky things. You can break through if you're hacky. That's going to be like the last stand. You know, that'll be the last front, the last frontier. There's the hacky guy who like doesn't show his face. You know, he only shows his eyeballs, right? He wears like a burqa or something and he's only showing his eyeballs, and then people are like, maybe it's Timothy Chalamet. You know, maybe it's Timothy Chalamet who's secretly this person, and you kind of hack your way into the mainstream, and then you do a song with Timothy Chalamet, and you have to hack your way there. It's kind of like that's going to be the only way a not AI artist is going to really go into the mainstream, I think, is if you hack your way there. I feel like at that point it's a gift. Yeah, at that point. Candy, razors, deodorant, socks. Yeah, those are good stocking stuffers. Yo, what's up, Wayne Dang? Shout out to Wayne Dang. Happy Christmas Eve, man. Where are you right now? Are you I know you're on vacation, right? Hope you have a great Christmas, man. AI is also creating unemployment for animation artists, said CyberQuad. Yes, that's another huge thing. Another huge thing that, I mean, AI is going to affect everything. It's basically, there's a tidal wave. There's a tidal wave coming, and the majority of people just aren't keyed up to what's going on. Wayne said, I fly to Japan in 15 hours. Hey man, have a safe flight. 15. How long is that flight? Japan. Holy crap. Do you have to stop like halfway through? It'd be cool if you could do like in-flight refuels. You know, you have like carrier pigeons flying alongside the plane, and they have like little canisters of gas hanging from their beaks. 14 hours nonstop from Houston. Hey, you don't need the carrier pigeons with the gas then. That's good. 14 hours is nuts. Man, I don't know if I could do that. I used to do a flight, it was like nonstop from LA to Buffalo, and it was like 5.5 hours. I used to like time out my pee breaks because I have to get up and like walk around. I'd be like, okay, every hour and a half I'm gonna go pee, and I would always try to get like an aisle seat. Because if you had a window seat, it's like you really couldn't get up more than once during that 5-hour flight without pissing people off. Oh man. Wayne said I treated myself to business class, so I'm going to just lay down and sleep. Dude, that's the only way I think I would be able to do a 14-hour nonstop flight, is if I could like lay down and have some privacy. You know, maybe those ladies come by, or men, they come by with the little treats and the snacks. The little Biscoff cookies. Those are good. The Biscoff cookies. I think that's the first time I ever had Biscoff. I don't know who has had Biscoff cookies and it wasn't on an airplane. Is that a thing? Biscotti. A little bit of biscotti. CyberQuad said having a big Italian Christmas dinner tonight with 25 people. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, Christmas, man. It's all about... I wrote down a few different things here about Christmas. It's about the vibes. It's about the gifts. It's about the company. It's about the songs. It's about the movies. You know, the overall vibes. What's your favorite thing about Christmas? Is it the gifts that you get? Is it the time that you get to spend with loved ones or not so loved ones? Is it the music? Some people love the music, man. Some people love hearing the little Christmas jingles on the radio. You know, some people love watching the movies, just curling up on the couch with a fluffy blankie, a bowl of popcorn with some snow caps in there. Let the snow caps melt on top of the popcorn. Man. Hey, Wayne. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, man. Happy holidays. Um, I'm sorry, you said where's my next trip going to be? I don't know where the next trip is going to be. It'll probably be somewhere near North Carolina because I live in North Carolina now. So probably maybe Savannah, Georgia or something like that. Maybe Charleston, South Carolina. Maybe Virginia Beach, Virginia. Megan, my fiance, she has a few different gymnastic tournaments because she's a gymnastics coach on the side. So we'll probably do something like that. But hey, Wayne, have a safe flight, man. Merry Christmas. Thanks for hanging out here for a couple minutes. It was pretty cool. I'm sorry if I'm a little low energy today, guys. I'm trying to pump myself with caffeine. I'm just sick, you know. It's one of the reasons why I think tomorrow I'll probably record a couple of intros where I go, "Whoa, Wayne Dang with the Wayne Dang, the Wayne Dang train. Let's go." That's crazy, dude. Thank you. Holy crap. Wayne coming in clutch. A little dip, 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 dude, for the boys. Dang. The man, the myth, the legend, Wayne Dang. Heading to Japan, dude. Have a safe flight. That's huge. That's huge. We're trying to get this Twitch thing going. So every sub, every follower even. We're at 108 followers now on Twitch. We started last week. It was 0. W Wayne in the chat. W Wayne. That's facts. That's facts. Do I love bread? Said literal bread. Yeah, bread. I do love bread. If I didn't love bread, I wouldn't have ordered all this bread. Speaking of, let's get back to this bread. Yeah, W Wayne in the chat. Just gifted a bunch of subs. Wayne has always been nice like that. Wayne used to come into the TikTok lives on the Big Board Show. I used to stream the Big Board Show. This was a couple of years ago. He would always pop in, and it's nice seeing, fellow food reviewers. And Wayne's a real one. Wayne, like I talked earlier about, there's food influencers, and then there's the food promoters, and then there's the food reviewers. Wayne's a food reviewer. And you can always tell because when he doesn't like something, he tells you, If he doesn't like something, he'll let you know. And he'll let you know why he doesn't like it. That's another important thing. It's not always just, I don't like it. It's, it's a little dry on the inside, and maybe if they used a little bit more condensed milk, it wouldn't be such a dry bite, and he offers that constructive criticism that I look for personally when I'm checking out other food reviewers. If there's no constructive criticism coming from a food reviewer, then they're most likely food promoters or shock and awe. There's always the guys, and I used to be a bit more like that back when I was first starting. A little shock and awe, a little, this tastes like ass, But I've tried to get better. That's the thing, is like, you can tell there's people who try to get better, and then there's people who just see the dollar signs and they're like, hey, I'm just going to keep doing exactly what I do here. Wayne is good for sure, said boxing CMC boy. Cyberquad said, if you like bread, you got to try Cobb's Bakery. Cobb's Bakery. Cobb's Bakery. Are you in Connecticut, Cyberquad? Christy, thank you. Thank you for the 265 party. Hey. Oh, bits. They're bits. I don't know exactly what that does, but thank you. It looks cool and it has a little animation there. That's what did I say? Level 5. What does this say? There's all these there's all these things with Twitch, man. It says new record with like a timer counting down. It says a level 5, 82%. Who knows? Who knows what that stuff is? Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, bits are like gifts on TikTok. Oh, thank you, Christy. Thank you for the gift. Cyberquad said, I'm in Ottawa, Canada, but they do have locations in Westport, Stamford, Greenwich, Connecticut. Dude, why? Because you said Cobb's Bakery. I'm like, dude, I've done a review at Cobb's Bakery. And I thought it was a local thing in Connecticut. But are they only in Ottawa? Whoa, thank you for this hype chest. What is that? Should I click open? There's like a timer. There's a timer going on it, and I think I have to hit open. Ooh. It's doing something. There's like a little volume thing going off here. All-time record. 20 subs, 265 bits. That's huge. Thank you guys. Hype chests on the way. That's pretty cool. Hype is a good word. You're at level 5 hype train. The more subs and bits you get can get you a higher hype train. Makes sense, you know? The math adds up. That's what I thought instantly. I was like, oh, of course, the more bits and the hype trains, the bigger the hype trains. These are new words. I'm trying to learn, guys. These are new words to me. Cyberquad said, no way, many locations. It's a growing franchise. Wow. That's quite wild, Cyberquad, because like I said, Cobb's Bakery, I reviewed it in Greenwich, Connecticut. I want to say 2 years ago. Stream's frozen, said Cyberquad. Are we back? Are we back up? I got this emote for participating in the hype train. Hey, that's a pretty cool emote. Puffer pop emote. Oh, it's good now. Okay, cool. I should like move this chat a little bit. Let me move the chat there. Okay, cool. So yeah, I reviewed Cobb's Bakery in Greenwich, Connecticut, probably like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. It was a long time ago. And they actually hit me up after I did the review, which is why I figured it was like a small local thing. They hit me up and they said, hey, we want to make a bread named after you, and we want you to come in and create it yourself. And, you know, we can do like a video where you make your own like dessert bread thing, and then we can name it after you. And I wasn't sure exactly what was going on with that, but let me search something. Okay, I don't think I can search by voice right now. I don't know why. That's all right. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Cobb's bread. I don't know if anyone can fact check me on that. If you type in like Nick Metcalf Cobb's bread on Google, I should be able to do it. I think I need a keyboard here. If I had a keyboard here, bippity boppity boop, and then I could just pull it up for you guys. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to like go down to my laptop, which is down there, showing the Kenzie cam. You know? Cyberquad said, that's cool. Why not more promo for you too? Yeah, it seemed cool. I think we were just in the process of There was something going on. We were always so busy in Connecticut because Megan's family lived in Rhode Island and my family lived in um, Buffalo. And especially around the holiday season, we would be traveling. Megan would always be studying for exams and whatnot. Oh, this is it right here. This is it right here. Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe I can. That's wild, dude. I used to just bounce around. Cobb's bread. I was actually in Cos Cobb. So this is why this is this is why I thought that it was a local thing because it's in Cos Cobb called Cobb's bread. I was like, "Oh, it's a local bakery." Oh man, place is smacking though. Place was really really quite good. How do I get back to this? Cyberquad said, I have their bread daily. I don't blame you. Some good bread there. That was pretty cool. Thank you for pulling that up. Man, see that? And that's what I was talking about. That was over 2 years ago. That was October 20th, 2023. Dude, I'm getting old, man. Man, it feels like it was that long ago only because like I post a video every day. So if I really think about it, it's like, yeah, that was probably like 700 videos ago. But like if I just think about my memory, I'm like, yeah, Cobb's bread, that was last week. I think that's how I think that's how it goes. I think that's how it goes. Christy said, y'all make sure to go follow American Power Hour on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Thank you, Christy. American Power Hour. I'm your host, Nick Metcalf. American food, American news, American guy, and of course, American dog, Mackenzie. She is from Alabama. I do believe she's originally from Alabama. Me and my fiance, we rescued her from someplace in Hartford, Connecticut. They bust her up to Hartford, Connecticut. Apparently, I think from Alabama is where she was originally from. Um, and Mackenzie had a sister actually that we looked at first, and Mackenzie's sister was very lethargic. What's up, kiddo? What's up, kiddo? Yeah, Mackenzie's sister was very lethargic, and she was chill, very chill. And then Mackenzie came into the room after, and she was like jumping on the counters and like being crazy and very playful. I was like, this is the one right here. My fiance was like, are you sure? We weren't even like gonna get a dog. And then we just ended up doing it. I'd never had a dog in my life. This is my first experience with a dog. I love it. Love, love, love it. Cyberquad said 62, double your age. 62. I'm sure it just feels very similar though. I feel like you can think back to 30 and be like, man, that doesn't feel like that long ago. Because that's thank you, Christy, for pinning that in the chat. So I mean, I think about 30 years ago, you know. Well, I was one, so but I think back like 20 years. Dude, that's even crazy to say cuz like I was 10 years old like the other day. I swear I was 10 the other day, and now I'm just in this 31-year-old body just trying to chug through life eating Pizza Hut. Christy said, we got a Boston Terrier puppy in May. Never had a dog this special. Boston Terrier. Is that one of the Boston Terrier? Is that like Mackenzie's size or a little bit smaller? Right? Is it fluffy? Is that what it is? Cyberquad said it flies by, bruh. Yeah, that's what I assume as far as my experience goes with this first 30 years. I'm just going to assume one day I'll look in the mirror and be like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was thinking about something the other day, and it kind of it ties in with, it looks like a French Bulldog. Oh, okay, cool. French Bulldog, yeah. So yeah, a little bit smaller, but probably better with kids, right? Than like a big like Doberman or something. I was thinking about this the other day because I had a dream. I woke up from this dream and I was in Miami, and it was the first time ever I had a dream in Miami. And I was just in Miami, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And I realized, I was like, I went there in real life. And then it like unlocked a new location for my dreams. It unlocked like a new playground for me in my dreams where I don't know if I would have had a dream where I was like, hey, I'm in Miami in my dream without actually going to Miami. And then I was doing some research. I didn't really do much research, but I was like, can you dream about things you haven't experienced? And the brain is able to build experiences that you maybe haven't experienced, but maybe you have seen portions, and that's why you can die in your dreams. It's not like you've experienced that, but you've seen stuff before and can kind of put things together. But yeah, I unlocked my Miami in my dreams. It's pretty cool. New location unlocked. That's what people used to comment on TikTok when I would stream on TikTok. People, because I would stream like in my apartment, and people would be like, "Whoa, new location unlocked," because they're used to seeing me in my truck. Cyberquad said, "We're looking to give a dog a home. Just need the right fit." Yeah, that's what it comes down to a lot of times. Is you want the dog to go to the right people, the right situation. That's the last thing you want, is for a dog to go to a place maybe where they're not loved as much or something. Christy said, my big American Staffordshire. This is a word, huh? Staffordshire. My big American Staffordshire is a very smart dog. This Boston is absolutely stupid. I love him, but OMG. American Staffordshire. I'm going to have to look that one up after the stream. If I had a keyboard, I could just do it right now. Maybe Santa brought me a keyboard. Maybe. I think Santa might have brought me one of those like on-air signs, because Santa heard that I was doing the streams. And by Santa, I mean Megan. So if there's a on-air sign back there, the day after Christmas, Friday or Monday, that's most likely what will replace that. Christy said, I'll never forget the one stream you did after eating spicy chicken. Went in a gas station and everyone yelled at you for not getting the SpongeBob and Patrick water. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Yeah, that stream was crazy. That stream was that was one where I was doing it in the car. I think that was before the big board show. And I got this like super hot chicken from Bird Code in like Darien, Connecticut, I think. It's like a hot chicken spot. And I got the hot chicken and the person's like, you sure? And I'm like, buddy, of course I'm sure. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. It was kind of embarrassing. I went live right after as well. Hundreds of viewers, said Christy. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of people watching. Because I was like, I can't breathe. And then I take my phone like while I'm live. I'm like, I gotta go find water. And I'm just like running around out in the open. And I run into a gas station. I'm like, I need something. What did I get? I think I got some like muscle milk or something. It was quite the stream. I deleted all those. I deleted all those streams. Well, that one wasn't. I don't think that one was posted. That was before the Big Board show. I wear jean shorts. Said you have better hair, and it's got me all pissed off. Oh, I don't know if it's. Yeah, it's just an arbitrary thing. Hair, you know. It's like height. It's like you know. But thank you. I did put stuff in it before this, so it does look a certain way because I did put stuff in it. I will say that. So it's not like I'm like, yeah, I just rolled out of bed like this, dude. It's like, no, I put a little shit in there. I put actually Harry's. The hell was that? What's up, buddy? You okay? I think she farted. You good? You want a piece of pizza? You need water? Or do you want a piece? Let me see if she's okay. This is my test. Oh yeah, there it is. The moment I go to reach for a box, she's instantly okay. You're instantly okay, huh? Get a little piece. Good catch. Good catch. Oh man. What time is it here? 2:53. Okay. Cool. Did you guys get like a notification if you're here as a subscriber or as a follower? Because I made the notification like if you don't tune in, you'll get coal. I wonder if that actually worked. I didn't this time, but I usually do, said Christy. Huh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't do it right. Does it say like Christmas stream at least? Hype train. We got the hype train today. Very fun. I don't think that there's. It says Christmas stream. Okay, cool. That's cool. Thank you. All right, guys. I don't think we're going to do anything else today because this right here is something that I'll talk about on the stream on Friday. If I stream on Friday, I'll let you guys know. I'll do a story on Twitch here. If I don't stream Friday, I'll make a story and it'll say, "Hey guys, taking the day off." If you don't see a story, then that means I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna let you guys know how this is. Little Moravian sugar cake, and then also the Reese's peanut butter cup. They make a cream pie, and I grabbed that from the store. I'll let you guys know how that is as well. And yeah, I mean, listen, I just want to say thank you guys. If you're here, thank you, because it's Christmas Eve. It's almost 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve. The fact that there's anyone here watching is amazing. It's a beautiful thing. So, Tim Robinson, yes, I have to. We have to finish the first one that we started, the the chair company. We got to finish that one first, and then we got to get into that other show that he did before the chair company. You have to experience it. You don't have to like it. That's funny. Yeah, you said it was more skits and whatnot, but yeah, I wish I had more stuff to talk about today, but I mean, we're closing in here on almost 2 hours. Been about an hour and 50 minutes. So, and it's Christmas Eve, like I said. Thank you guys if you're even here. Thank you. Please subscribe to the American Power Hour YouTube channel if you want to watch the full streams. I post them either the day of or the day after we do the stream. And then also, if you want to stay up to date on the clips, I'll be posting those to the American Power Hour Facebook and the TikTok. So if you guys want to follow along, awesome. If you don't, I don't blame you. It is what it is. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I hope you guys have a great Christmas Eve as well. And again, like I said, you can always check Google to see where Santa is. So if you're wondering what time Broski's going to pull up, you can always check Google. Thank you guys so much for being here. Merry Christmas, Cyber Quad. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Christy. Tell the family I said Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys are getting a nice white Christmas up there in the north. Cyber Quad, Christy, everyone here today. Who else was here? Boxing CMC Boy, Literal Bread, Wayne Dang. Wayne Dang showed up big today. Thank you to Wayne. I hope you have a safe flight, man. Zeke Weave, shout out to you. Always hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. No snow at all, LMAO. Damn. Maybe tomorrow. If you had snow for move-in day, you should have snow for Christmas. That's a law. If it's not, it should be. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. And check back here on Friday around noon. And if there's no story on Twitch, then I'll be streaming on Friday. If there is a story, I'll catch you guys on Monday. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Peace out. Mackenzie, you want to say goodbye? Mackenzie? All right. She probably has to go outside. So we're going to do that. Thanks again. Boxing, CMC Boy, Michael, everyone. Peace out. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.